Hello everybody, and welcome to Friday Night D&D. This is our spin-off session from our larger Weird and Wild campaign, Dark Frontier. This is session 4, we're 4 sessions in. I'm gonna start trying to do like a replay before we do our Friday night stream. That way if anyone's missed out on any of the previous episodes, you guys can catch up on them. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you anybody who is gonna be joining us or any of my lurkers. I'm Jaso, the DM, and who else is joining me this fine Friday evening?
Hey everybody, I'm Bailey, and I am playing Neyts, the Lightfoot Halfling Druid Circle of Wildfire. It's backwards, but I did it. Next.
It's all in character. It's Luke. I'm playing the Illithid Artificer. Don't dab.
You should try
Stop dabbing.
I can't. Always with these organics. Hello, my name is Kevin. I play Cogman, your Warforged fighter rogue.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Slim, or Brian, or whatever the hell you want to call me, and I'll be playing Thunder, a Warforged Artificer.
Thunder.
Kyle, I'm playing Bolts. He's the halfling leader of this gang. Jesus Christ, we're all gonna die.
Accurate.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. I am playing Ironhide, the ship Barbarian extraordinaire and bosun captain of the ship.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. A big thanks, as always, to the character art for all of these beautiful characters you see by @LumenArts. Go give him a follow on Twitter or whatever other social media he has. Also, Anna's here, and she's made it so that during this session, if any of you rolls a 1 or a 20, weird things are going to happen.
Ooh, yes,
God.
Mighty weird. Yeah. So very weird.
I also, quick shout out to Flame8181, DM Zach, and Potato God for the follows this past week. I really appreciate it. I did an interview with DM Zach. It wasn't a live stream. We just did it off stream, but he usually releases them as like a podcast that you can find on multiple platforms. And we just shot the shit and talked D&D 5e and how the currency system is just out of whack, and how combat can be a little more meatier than sometimes we want, and could be a little bit more streamlined. But I know you guys as my players enjoy it, so it's there for you to take advantage of. Hey, thank you, Carl, for the follow. Appreciate that.
Litos.
Just a quick little bit of housekeeping over on our Twitter. If you haven't already, give the Twitter @GAWD_mode a follow, because right now in one of the top tweets you'll find that we're doing a giveaway right now, and I should pin it. I'll actually do that after this. I'm doing the end of the month giveaway, so it's a $10 gift card, digital gift card to either Steam or DM's Guild, whichever one you prefer. So if you prefer to just play Steam games, or if you like content from the DM's Guild for your tabletop games, definitely go follow. And all you got to do is just follow, like, and retweet, and then that gets the message out for the stream, gets more people interested, and also gives a little bit back to you guys who are following and interested. So go check that out. As you guys are watching, of course, you're building up Twitch channel points, even if you're just lurking, and you can use those to do what Anna just did if you have enough, and buy crazy things like summoning the weird, which means that any roll of a natural 1 or 20, despite it either being a epic success or failure, is still going to do something incredibly wacky and weird on a weird table that I roll on. So lots of other cool things you can buy too, inspiration for the party members, or cheap ones like a +1 to anybody's roll. Now we have Curios, which is like a single-use magic item. So a bunch of stuff you can buy. Check it out at the bottom left of the chat, and take a look there. If you're following, you'll get boosted points. So Carl, you should just have gotten a nice little package of boosted points. You could probably already buy some stuff. And if you're subbed, then you get a multiplier to your points, so you build them more quickly. We have stream stickers, so if you mouse over the stream at any point, you'll see not only do we have some stickers that you can slap down, and if you're a subscriber, you get channel-specific ones, but we also have the D&D Beyond plugin, so you can take a look at the characters a little bit more in depth in terms of looking at their character sheets and all the stuff that they have on them. So that's pretty neat too. Yeah, that's all for my housekeeping. Who gave the recap last week?
Think
Diplomatic immunity.
Okay, but before we do that, let me hand out some inspiration cards. You guys take some of those. Looks like a couple of you are missing some. Of course, this is your time to go ahead and trade your cards if you feel like someone would be better off having your card. And do whatever else you want.
Do I have a card? Gosh, I have to fold.
I mean, Il gave the recap, but the body that he took over didn't give the recap, so I think we should roll.
Fuck you. Also, aren't you a bunch of organic pieces inside of a metal shell? You should never have diplomatic immunity.
I mean, that's like 6, 7, 8. I don't know how many people are in there, so we'll have to see.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Okay, does anybody want to?
Whips and not roll.
You guys want to do any card Yu-Gi-Oh and trade your cards, or are you good?
No, I got 2, so I don't have a card. Who recapped Il recapped last week?
Yeah.
Luke, you know you want to.
Nope.
Look, you have to be the 5. You can do that.
Nope.
Well,
You know
then.
you want.
I don't think you guys are coaxing him.
Nope.
Kevin, what happened
Turbo nerd.
last time on Dark Frontier?
It's a good question. Let's see. We made it to the place where the graveyard is.
Not
I
yet.
believe. Not yet. We had just finished interrogating the 2 Neogi, and we brought the information to the leader guy there, the Quagga. Names are a thing.
Off-rider Barry. He's berry colored.
Scary.
Berry.
Oh, did I miss when? Was it last week we ran into the shark?
Pirate mayor.
The sharks, yeah, that was last
Yeah.
week.
The sharks, yeah, and we tried to get by them, but they saw us and they attacked us, and one of them almost carried away Ironhide, but we stopped them, so that was good. Oh, last week. It's been a long week, guys.
And then you
We
met.
flew around, saw some wreckage, met the mayor pirate.
we found shipwreckage, and then we met someone. Crew. Crew. And other things happened.
And that
Oh,
was
that was
the
awful.
that
Thanks,
was the
Kevin.
end of the session. Yeah.
Just kidding.
I can't give you half of an expedition ticket.
It's
So
fine, you don't have to.
just take your expedition ticket.
I'll put it
There
in the
w-
group that I don't deserve that one.
You can have it. The last session was at least notable for the first time that you guys actually had some live combat. As you mentioned, Kevin, you guys had spoken to the 2 Neogi that Bolt had brought in previously to interrogate them to find out about this Project Offspring that seems to be an undertaking of the Trine. This conglomeration of 3 separate factions, the Neogi, the Vodani, and the Skro. There is a tense treaty and peaceable times here currently between the factions of the Twixt and the Trine, considering that there is a long and relatively bloody history with the Trine groups and their relationship to xenophobia and using other races as a means of slavery, and so the treaty permits them to no longer have anyone under their employ who is being done so against their will. But it seems as though this Project Offspring came tangled in with some notes regarding the Witchlight Marauders, which none of your characters have ever seen. Some of you may have heard whisperings of such creatures, but may have ended up believing that they were tall tales. It turns out that these creatures were at one point, perhaps long ago, a real thing, and considering some of the research notes that came combined with Project Offspring, that breeds a certain amount of paranoia within the Pioneer Patrollers, who, under Off-Rider Barry at the FOB that you guys were at, has deemed you all a very special and the first people to be deemed the rank of Dark Frontiersmen. You are essentially off the grid because they cannot be caught investigating the Shrine because they promised under the treaty to stay out of their affairs. However, they also similarly want to make sure that because of this sordid past, considering a long history of the Scrow themselves and Goblin kind making use of the Witchlight Marauders way back in a war called the Unhuman Wars, that they don't want this process to repeat. So you guys are off the grid, you are serving the patrollers, but not visibly. And so you've been tasked to follow this information with a Neogi, to find a graveyard in what's called the Carnelian Sea, this red pocket of wild space, to hopefully find out more of what is going on with a phase 1 of this Project Offspring with the Neogi themselves. You guys pass by a large piece of wood-like frame that looked like a side of a ship marked with a symbol on it that seemed to indicate to you all that passing beyond this point meant that you are entering territory where you would be essentially it is no man's land, but came across a shipwreckage, a single ship that looked like a galley, and you all found a plasmoid creature named Crude, who attempted to, as mayor of his plasmoid colony, leave from his planetoid along with a number of others similar to his species. However, it seems as though they were not conditioned or ready for such an adventure, and it appears as though Neogi attacked, leaving Crude the only survivor. He did mention that he does seem to have some information that may help you all, and offered to parlay it to you in return for being able to join you so that he is not trapped with what is left in the wreckage of his own ship for some time. So he was beginning to join you on your way towards the Carnelian Sea. As you mentioned, Kevin, you guys were also attacked by a number of scavers, but you were able to fend them off without them getting away with Ironhide and one of their gullets. So yes, go ahead and take your expedition ticket, Cogman. And with that, I'm going to move on over to back to your ship screen here. So you guys had just let Crude onto the ship, and from there, after he climbed aboard with some pretty funny back and forth, joined your crew for the time being. Thank you for the bits, Ashley. So yes, you guys had, let me double check here, I believe you had, you're in the Carnelian Sea, so somewhere in here you have done a bit of searching already. It's been 24 hours because of an unfortunate check from Thunder trying to navigate through here. It's already been a day and you guys weren't turning anything up, but you did happen upon Crude, and so he begins to slither on the ship as you guys make way closer to his wreckage, and he slathers onto your deck. You notice he leaves a nice slimy trail as he climbs aboard, but he also brings his signaling lantern along with him as he climbs on.
Hey, big thank you guys for letting me go ahead and tag along with you. I really appreciate it.
Sure, problem.
So,
more the merrier.
Like I said, whatever information you guys are looking to have, I'm willing to help. Otherwise, I'm happy to do a little bit of a ride along with you all until you've sorted out what you need to and can drop me off at whatever is the next place of convenience.
Yeah, We can manage that. Can't leave you stranded out here. I think you were gonna show us to this graveyard, right? You knew something about this graveyard?
Well, yeah, it's been quite a few days since the ship was attacked, but the direction that the spider ship went off into, I made sure to remember the general area it was going towards, and I have noticed a couple. I went up onto my deck here with my lantern, he says, as a slimy appendage pushes up to hold up his signaling lantern. I planned to use this, but noticed there were more of those spider ships in the distance. Didn't exactly want to signal them, but I did notice that it looked interesting that they all seemed to be going to and from the same direction. So if there's, at the very least, a point of interest in this place, I suppose it's in the direction that they headed off to, which I can point out for you all. Not sure if that's this graveyard you're looking for, but I suppose it's better than nothing, right?
It's more of a lead than we had.
All right, great.
He goes ahead and, using Bolt, the map that you guys have been using as just sort of like a charter, marks down the general area where he believes within the Carnelian Sea this point of interest is for you all. So, Crude goes ahead and begins to make himself a little comfortable on the ship. What did you guys want to do?
Designation Crude, are you in need of sustenance or rehydration after your stay in space?
Actually, no. That's part of the benefits you see of having a plasmoid like myself on your ship. I could eat anything I need to and stay pretty sustained. A lot of the damage on our ship over there that you see is certainly from the Neogi, but there's probably a good handful of it that was just from a pretty empty stomach here, he says, slapping his what you would assume would be belly-like area.
Well, we can find you whatever you want to eat, so leave the predator be. She's whole right now. Let's keep it that way. Captain Bosun here.
Yeah.
He works hard to keep her in shape. Right.
No.
Oh, there he is.
Right here.
Okay, yeah, I mean, whatever you guys would suggest. I can literally eat anything.
Anything. You'll eat anything that we give you.
I could eat literally anything. That's the bountiful benefits of such a digestive system as my species.
You never had Dubbies before? You want one of these Dubbies?
I would love to try a Debbie, yes. That sounds good, even though I have no idea what it is.
You know what's even more beneficial than being able to eat anything? Not having to eat anything.
Hey, fair enough, Robot Man. I suppose that's true. Probably would have helped if all the people of mine on our ship were robots and we didn't all collectively eat into our ship such that it stalled out here.
Another flaw of organics.
I second. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it wasn't important. I was just gonna say swapping the decks is just gonna be like a buffet. Go ahead.
I second the message to Bolt. Are we getting a reward for dropping this guy off or what? We could just space him, you know?
His reward was telling us, and there's no reason to space him. He's pretty much going to sustain himself, I guess.
Oh, there's always a reason. There's always a...
Like, don't worry about composting and throwing stuff out. Just give it to him.
All right. Fair enough.
He'll pull his weight.
Hey, Crude, you got any, like, rich family members or anything like that?
I did have a rich uncle.
Oh, you don't sound very close to him.
It's less the closeness and more that he was murdered back on the ship back there by the Neogi.
Oh,
wow, too soon, Ill. You're so...
What?
I'll think of a word and I'll say it. Go away.
Fair enough. Ill goes away.
I might suggest that might be the other entity that he consumed speaking.
Oh, you ate your uncle?
No. We don't eat each other. That's. I suppose that is.
So
Yes.
you won't eat anything.
Yeah, I suppose you found the exclusion in my flamboyant speech there. I suppose we don't eat each other.
I was referring to ill, but on that subject, do you happen to have any specific skills, Crude?
Oh, well, I have quite a few skills in terms of my rather eloquent and overly verbose speech. I am the mayor. I love a variety of topics and could speak to hours on end about whatever you like.
He's a garbage disposal. That's a good skill.
I could technically also serve as a garbage disposal.
You can't
There
just
you
call
go.
people garbage disposals ill.
I can, and he just said he'd be fitting for it, so that's what I'm going with. Listen, are we going to the direction he saw the ships, or what? We're swimming in circles here.
I think that's a great idea. Hoist the mainsails, do the sailing stuff.
The crew of the Predator begins to ready themselves to continue the voyage now with the new directions pointed out to you all by Crude. So, Bolt, were you going to say anything?
I was just gonna say, feels good to be on the high seas of the stars again. I see stars again.
As you are continuing to head on, following in the directions given to you by Crude, let's see. You're running the helm, Emma?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. Okay. As you all carry on, it takes about another hour or two following the directions given to you by Crude. You begin to see up ahead a certain amount of debris. Up ahead, one of the largest points of interest through the rippling reddish-orange waves of the Carnelian Sea given off by the flares of the nearby red star. You see in the distance what looks to be a silhouetted mass of what appears to be shipwreckage. Although, interestingly enough, it looks cluttered together in a just vast mass of broken ships and debris. Surrounding one side of this area is a number of floating rocks, asteroids, and a little bit of a line of asteroid work that creates almost like a bit of a wall that you can kind of pierce through and see what's up ahead. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Yeah, that's unusual. Oh, my perception is not great.
Same.
Unless I roll high. Oh, Cogman, no! No!
Is it 10,000, Jason?
Uh-oh.
Wow, we rolled really well,
A lot of
except
17s.
for one of us. 17, 20, and 1.
Already, huh? Well, hang on a second.
First legitimate roll of the
Oh
night.
hey, good thing you rolled a 1, friend. Guess they're gonna find out we're in the weird.
Let me see
The
here.
what?
Huh?
Huh?
Let's see. Let's do Surge. I'm just trying to find. I relocated some of these PDF documents, so now I have to hunt them down. Let's see.
So glad everything's going so smoothly up until this point, you know? You can only take so much craziness. Sometimes it's nice to just drift a little bit, you know?
I feel like it's clear sailing from here on out.
Don't. You
How
guys are like
could things get any worse, right, guys?
Shut up.
I mean, nothing can happen from us just looking at things.
The wreckage was actually a golem made of millions of ships that had crashed.
That's an awesome idea for a golem.
That is pretty fucking cool.
Or would it be
I want the art of this now.
Constructs and animated objects are my favorite.
I'm still looking. Let's do magic. Let's see what we got. Magic.
You know, I can't help but think Cruel would make, like, if we just, like, I don't know, he reminds me of, like, Jell-O. Delicious blue flavored Jell-O.
You want to eat him?
Kind of.
He tastes like everything he's eaten. It's the old baking
That
soda.
would be an interesting taste, though. Imagine tasting something that, like that, like just like a whole bunch.
You could do it. You could do it. Do it.
That's 20-year-old baking soda in the fridge. That's exactly what it is. Just take a bite out, let it sit in there, absorb everything you've cooked, and take a bite.
Ugh, gross. Okay, go ahead and give me a, what is it, a D1000 roll?
1,000?
Yes, please.
What?
It's rolling. It's thinking. 906.
Okay.
Your ship explodes.
Interesting.
The crew turns into amoeba-like monsters.
So, let me take a look at your perception checks. Ironhide, I'm assuming that's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural was +3.
Okay. So collectively, besides Cogman, who seems to be more interested in perhaps giving directions to the crew to angle the sails right and stuff like that than actually looking out ahead, you each notice as you peer on to see this mass of ships and this huge ball of wreckage. Up ahead, on one side, there is a number of rock and debris around this area. You are able to see with your perception check, maybe someone looking through the spyglass, that there seems to be orbiting around this wreckage 2 of those mine spider ships, similar to the ones you saw previously. On the... Oh, go ahead.
What if this is the graveyard? I mean, look, it's got a... Somebody said that the graveyard could be a ship graveyard. It was probably me, because that sounds really smart. So, yeah, this could be it, right? I say we blast them.
I mean, it's not a graveyard.
Those are
right,
two,
great idea.
two against one, and their ships look like they're probably more suited for combat.
Yeah, there is the whole, we only just barely got away from one of those. So let's pump the brakes on the blast.
Let me just real quick paint a little bit more of a picture. On the other side, on the opposite end of this wreckage, in the distance, you see what looks like a cloud, a shimmering cloud that is vast and stretches over nearly half of the other area, almost like a full corner, if you will, of this portion. And if you guys will scroll down here on the map, you'll see now a idea of this area. It is multicolored and shifts and wanes with a certain amount of waviness.
Look at that.
Bolt, you as the captain, you feel as though you guys are a decent enough distance out that you would be able to orient yourself and attempt to approach this from a variety of different angles.
Okay, not on this map yet then.
You're not on this map. You're far enough out where it doesn't appear as though the Neogi ships have been alerted to you, and you could potentially approach in a way that you feel fitting. From your perception checks collectively, you guys did pretty well, so you have a sense, Bolt and the rest of you feel like you could attempt to approach through the comet field, trying to use the variety of rocky terrain that is floating through here as a bit of a stealthy approach. You could attempt to enter through the gaseous-like field you see on the opposite side, or you could just try and attempt to just barge through and either distract the Neogi ships or perhaps just take them on directly. It would be your choice.
Alright, crew. This is the test. I need everybody to report in. Number 1. The fuck is that glowing cloud? If anybody knows, let's hear it. Step 2. Does anybody that they can navigate through the asteroids? I want to see what you think about that. And 3rd, show me what you got.
As you turn around to address everyone, Bolt, you notice that Cogman is glowing brightly.
Whoa.
Although, interesting enough, although his body is illuminated, he's not giving off any actual light that seems to light up the area. He just seems to have this perpetual glow to him.
So he finishes that sentence and then says, and Cogman, what's you're looking, how you feeling?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not the only one seeing. Anybody else seeing this?
What are you talking about? I don't see anything. What are you going crazy?
Open your eyes, you dummy. He's glowing.
Hello?
Shut up. Yes, I see it, Bolt.
Can I see it on myself when I look at my arms? And
Yeah,
whatever?
you are absolutely glowing. Although, interestingly enough, it's not like you're illuminating anything. It's just like your body is just glowing.
Maybe he needs to be turned off and turned back on again.
That's new.
Can we do an Arcana check on him?
Sure. Whatever checks you guys want to do.
Take one of these.
Ooh. $14.
14 on an Arcana check?
Yes.
You are able to get the sense, you've been around at least Emma long enough to know that this is likely an effect of a thing that you know as the weird. Very similar to wild magic, but different in some aspects.
Huh.
Whatever
You
this
can't sit down or you're gonna explode.
Well, okay. Well,
Is it a big explosion?
How much explosion is too big of an explosion? Any explosion is too big of an explosion. Let's just not sit down. How long do you give them, Doc? That's you.
That's you, Emma.
Probably like a day. Yeah, like a day.
Alright, so for safety's sake, I'm saying time and a half. So 30 hours. You gotta stand.
I mean,
Bad at math.
I suppose I don't need to rest, but sure, I don't want to explode.
I know.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see you explode.
No way.
I mean, kind of want to see you explode, but we don't need you to explode. Alright. Cogman, be careful.
Crude
Cloud,
promoted.
Okay, I'm already Captain Pirate Mayor, but I'm willing to attach another piece of that to my already long-running name.
I'm Captain Pirate Mayor Bosun too. Sounds qualified. Not big as me though, but he sounds qualified.
16 Arcana on the crazy color cloud.
Okay. Ill, despite your young age, you've at least done enough wild space traveling to be able to realize that this area over here with this rainbow-like shifting and shimmering glow in this gaseous cloud, this is known as, I believe it's called Sargassus or Sargassos.
Yeah.
You don't have a ton of knowledge about it, but you know that it is a feared area when traveling through wild space because it is essentially a field of dead magic.
Oh.
Okay.
So we'd get marooned probably if we went through that. Hey, Cap, don't go to the cloud thing. It's bad news.
Good looking out, Ill. Thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
do what I can.
Anybody got any genius ideas, or are we gonna risk the minefield?
Can anyone create a distraction?
I mean, maybe any distraction we make is just gonna lead it back to the ship anyway.
We could
If
create
I-
a distraction in the or the asteroid field.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like if we're casting spells and junk at the asteroid field, that's gonna be pretty close to where we are. You know, like by 60 feet or something like that.
A point of reference at the top of this portion of the bottom map. Every square here on this map is 30 feet.
Ooh. All right. So
the distance, okay.
I could
here's.
fly. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, here's what I'm thinking. I think we don't go through the asteroid at all. I think we use this big asteroid over here to hide behind and try to draw one to us. That way the other guy, he may not even see what's happening. And if he does, he's got a long way to go.
That is a brilliant idea.
Then we just gotta smash the one ship before the second one gets there, and then we do it again.
Now,
Easy.
we do remember that on the last Nyogi ship we ran across, they had a Umberhawk.
Well, we're not boarding the ship, we're blowing it up.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a good question. What kind of arms does this thing have?
It
They're
appears
on
to
our-
have 6, sir.
Fuck you.
You would have to get much closer to be able to tell particularly, but you at the very least do remember that on the previous Nyogi Mind Spider that you guys ran into, there was 2 cannons as well as a medium catapult. 2 cannons on both sides, and then a catapult that was actually set inside. The way the Mind Spider ships are set up, there's almost like if you think of like a Star Wars like cargo bay at the back of the ship. So they have 2 weapons that can point to the sides, and then the medium catapult can shoot out from behind. At
Wow.
least that's what you know about from the previous Nyogi ship.
I mean, I think we could take one at a time. Alternatively, I guess we could try talking to them, but I'm not super keen on that. If they're doing anything sus, they're gonna attack us right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't
We could-
know that we could talk our way out of another ship.
We could designate ourselves as a salvage ship.
Or just, we took up the pirate moniker already.
Yes.
Pirates, pirates, pirates. Let's do that plan. Unless, Emma, you had something?
I have a fire spirit, but I don't know. It'll only last like an hour. It can do its own thing.
Nice.
I don't know if that can help. We need it to as a distraction. I don't know. It's pretty new to me.
Is
Get used to it.
along those lines, is the other ship it's metal or is it wood like ours?
Mixture, largely wood, but there's quite a few hints of metal pieces here and there. Certainly flammable.
Is he start the fire kind of fire spirit or warm your heart kind of fire spirit?
Yes.
Damn it. The next person that adds either or with a yes, I'm gonna demote it.
Well, there's lots of fire involved. So it's the burning kind of fire. I don't know.
Hell
But,
Does it-
you know, does it what?
Will it ignite stuff? It's kind of gamey, but
It's fire damage, so I'm not sure how you want to... It doesn't, like, persist. It doesn't say, like, it persists.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me see. What is this called for your character, Emma? Summon
post
Fire
it.
Spirit?
Summon Wildfire.
Collections.
It's got this really cool teleportation, too, where it can take up to, like... I don't know, the creature is 5 feet around it, disappear, like, 30 feet, and then where it was, like, flames just erupt.
Oh my god!
Around. That's pretty cool.
perfect sabotage. Use your perfect hand.
Yes,
But you
everything
know, it
about
does-
this.
He also does have, like, a nice, like, you know, song and dance. He can warm your heart, too, if he wanted to.
Nah, fuck that. Blow up their munitions. Send them in there, teleport them back, make them go boom.
Well, it's not a very far teleport. It's only 30 feet.
Listen, he can teleport outside, and then we can swing around and pick him up.
Each creature within
Yeah,
10
that's it.
feet of the spirit other than you when it appears must succeed on take fire damage. I assume, hang on just a second, you determine some spirits take the form of a humanoid figure made of gnarled branches covered in flame. Others are beasts wreathed in fire. Let's see.
Mine's a little salamander fairy.
Love it.
Flame Seed. Range 30, plus 4 to hit, one target you can see, 1d6 plus 2 fire damage. So yes, fire, wood chips, there is the potential to cause some havoc.
Oh, he'll love that.
Oh, this is great.
This
This is just great.
It may be, as you know, Bolt, because of the way just kind of ship rules work, the damage may be superficial, not enough to meet a threshold of damaging their ship, but it would certainly probably cause you get the sense that it would cause a distraction, this fire thing being on their ship attempting to cause fire.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a great opener. What have we got to follow it up? We've got him starting us off, striking hard with the fire spirit, getting the newt in there, gonna blow some stuff up.
Hey, little champion. Can that thing hold? Can the fire spirit hold things? I got this like melty grenade.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
It's like poison cloud,
Let's
and
see.
like poison maybe ignites in the fire, makes a big
And-
explosion.
Unfortunately, use item is not one of the options he has.
Oh no.
I tried.
he can-
I'm gonna eat.
He can dodge, dash, disengage, help, hide, or use one of his attacks on his stat block.
But he can use his attack with the grenade, right?
That's up to Jason, technically.
I guess he could attack a grenade. That makes sense.
I mean, his intelligence is 13.
Yeah, he probably won't do that.
God, it's like smarter
I'm
than me
just
in real
thinking.
life.
He's hypothetically smart enough to use a grenade.
Unless he's wait, high he's crazy, low should it be low? He's crazy and high he's smart.
It doesn't matter. It'll roll the opposite of what you want anyway.
Okay. Low roll, he's a crazy like thrill seeker. High roll, he's smart and won't do that. Okay.
Oh,
He might.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
follow-ups. I have some grenades. Let's see here. I got 1, 2. Yeah, I got 4 grenades. Also, you said you had a grenade, big guy.
Yeah, it's a poison grenade.
That's pretty cool. I can launch that 60 feet with my mind. Just saying. That's a thing I can do.
I'll trade it to you for some Debbies.
I don't have any Debbies, but I will make...
How do you not have Debbies?
Well, I mean...
What kind of pirate are you?
We have
I'm
the ones in the large...
Bosun.
Okay, that's different. All right, listen. Other than that, small arms fire. 4 grenades. I can send stuff 60 feet with my mind, and I got small arms fire. That's what I got.
Hey, Crude here.
Hey, Crude.
Just to let everyone know, when I sleep, my body flattens out and I cover a large surface area. No, you're right. That wasn't helpful. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna listen.
What are you, a hammock?
I suppose, although I'd rather some people not sit on me.
Do you get squished when you're flat?
All right, hey, circle up. Let's focus.
I'm gonna eat.
I'm not especially effective at ranged, but I can get on one of the ballistas or cannons.
You can fire a cannon.
What if there's a way we can push them into that dead magics area?
Ooh. I don't know. Does this ship do ramming speed?
Any ship can ram another ship.
Huh.
What if we harpoon it? Drag it?
Well, we have a harpoon.
Question for the DM: what kind of munitions? Is it black powder and cannonballs, or what is?
It is crossbow bolts and 9-pound cannonballs.
Captain, I'm able to Thunder's gonna put his hand out towards one of the cannonballs and lift it up a little bit. I have a 60-foot range, sir. I can add additional fire support. I can launch it at them.
Ooh.
Awesome.
That's pretty good.
It's the catapult spell.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Don't tell anybody.
All right. How many cannons and ballistas and that do we have? I suppose I could just look at the ship.
Yeah, we got one on each end, and then the 2 ballistas.
Yeah.
You've got every corner covered. Your heavier weapons are the 9-pound cannons that are at the sides of the ship.
All right.
I have fireball.
Fireball's good. Anyway, I say we try to draw this fella to us. What do you think?
I'm down. That sounds great.
It'll either be a crushing victory for us, or we'll go down in a blaze of glory. It'll be amazing.
Yeah, go hard or go home.
Yeah.
Yes. Sounds like
Won't seem less.
Il's just like looking at you with one like glistening nihilistic crazy eye. Yeah.
Blaze of glory.
Blaze of glory. That should have been our fucking party name.
Captain, shall I rename the ship Blaze of Glory?
no. I'd like to rename a ship. All right. So, how are we gonna draw them in? It's gonna be quite a phase. We gotta kind of draw them in quick, hopefully, so that they don't even tell the other people that they're gonna go and look for something. Anybody got an idea?
I can make a flash. If hey, Emma, you can just like set fires normally, right?
Yes.
Excuse me, I burped. I can make like a flash, bright strobing flash. It takes a grenade to do it, but might be worth it.
If you
Captain.
can throw that thing far enough. Oh.
My apologies for interrupting. I'm able to create small objects that can emit light or words. I could create a beacon that flashes out there.
Oh, that saves me grenades. I like that idea better.
Can you make it scream? Like something happened? Like,
Shit.
I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. There's just one problem, though. In space, nobody can hear you scream.
oh no.
Yeah, better make it just make a non-verbal sound, which we can do, by the way, Thunder.
I'll do that, and it'll just like flash really, really bright and make a blipping noise, just like
Blip.
Oh,
Blip.
yeah, that'll get him. That'll get him.
I'm on to that.
Crude says, I mean, you can hear in wild space.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It was a joke.
Oh, I also have my signaling lantern if it's of any use to you all.
Well, we don't want to.
What?
We don't want to lead him directly to us. Like, we want to lead him to the asteroid, which we're hiding behind.
I see.
Then we get him.
Yeah.
Like a puma. A space puma.
Space
So
Puma.
That sounds like a good step one.
Captain, I have a better idea.
Okay.
I can imbue this magic upon devices, like designation Ironhide's grenade.
That
I
was
suppose
a
that
lot of.
could work.
It's what I don't understand.
I could make the grenade blip and bright, and they'll go check it out, and the fucker will explode when they get it.
How long do you think that will take?
There is no definition on how long it takes to tinker because it's an imbued amount of magic, so it's like an action.
Alright,
And
well, it sounds like a plan. Let's beacon up a grenade, see if we can draw them out with it, and then ambush them once they come in and investigate.
Hell yeah.
Maybe, I mean, how many people are on the ship usually? Maybe we can take over their ship.
Oh,
We're pirates after all.
We'll be looting it.
From what you remember last time, Bolt, just making some checks on the previous Mind Spider Neogi ship, there is a crew of anywhere from 10 on.
We can take him.
Yeah. We should be alright if we make our initial assault really nice and get some of the, kill some folk.
Yeah.
Everybody aim true. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Let's
One
see.
last question, Captain.
Sure.
Should we defeat the first ship and the second ship engages with us, is it weapons free to just openly destroy the other ship?
Oh,
Or are
weapons
we
free.
going to,
It's
or should
weapons
we
free.
board?
We're just gonna. We don't need to make friends with them yet, do we? What are we
Yeah, just fuck him up. Just fuck him up.
No, we
Oh,
do
they
need
might
to
have
take.
slaves, right? We need to find out if they have slaves.
Right. That's what. Yeah, we do need to take captives because we need to investigate what they're doing out here.
Well, look,
I
we
would-
can keep one ship alive.
We capture the last ship. One of
Yeah.
them run away. Did we let it get away? I don't know that we can catch it. Relative speed. That sound right, Jason?
What's that?
That we wouldn't be able to chase down one of these if it decided to run off.
It depends on how fast that they can go.
Well, I mean, we've seen them move.
You do watch and notice that. Give me like an investigative check.
Investigate. I'm in a whole country the way I don't know much.
Is that just straight 7?
Yeah, That's it.
You have no idea how fast they are going. They are moving occasionally, but they seem to be almost orbiting this wreckage of ship and then turning around to, at the same time, move back, as if they're almost patrolling, orbiting around this wreckage.
Oh. So they're looking out, not in, is kind of what you mean.
Based on that check, it seems as though they're almost orbiting specifically around the wreckage and not just hanging out.
Fuck.
May I take a investigation or a history check on the ship model as well to see if I know?
You guys know it's a mind spider. You can make another check to see if you could glean any other information from it.
It is that is a technological device, yes?
Technically, yes.
24.
Nice. Yes, based off of that 24, you know it is a mind spider. You have basically the same knowledge that we've been talking about in terms of the armaments and the crew numbers. You would also know that they have a relative speed not too dissimilar from your own ship.
Captain, database entry, speed similar to ours.
Great. What are we waiting on? Let's do the plan.
I touch the grenade and make it flash and blip. Just a soft, like, ping noise every time it lights up.
So
Make it look like a beacon.
give me a little ping on the map here, Bolt, as Thunder is doing this, where you intend to pull the ship into. Everyone at the top of the map, take your places for wherever you'd like as the ship begins to stealthily approach, still relatively out of view from the other Neogi ships.
We want to be over there and draw them that way to the beacon that we put right over there.
And
Yes.
I assume, Bolt, because of this operation, you're trying to do this stealthily?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Thunder, I know that we talked about you driving the ship every once in a while. How good are you at not being seen, though?
Would a stealth check be what's used for this?
I imagine.
Well,
Tabletop?
it depends. If you're talking about the ship itself, that's a huge ship. So if you're just standing on the ship and want to make a stealth check, you would assume it's not going to do a whole lot.
Okay. Well, then I guess could we get a guidance of what kind of check we would need to make to hide the ship?
Like to stay in their blind spot as
Yeah.
we inch forward.
That is under the UA rules. You, as the captain of the ship, Bolt, can direct the ship in such a way that you attempt to stealthily navigate an area. The ship's captain can engage in this activity only if the weather conditions restrict visibility, such as in heavy fog. However, under the terrain of the various comets around here, this counts. I will need you to make a dexterity check with a bonus equal to the crew's quality score, which is a +4 currently, to determine if it can hide.
Okay, so it's just a dex-based check.
Yeah.
It's not a huge number, but you also have to keep in mind that this ship is very large.
Okay. Well, I'm an old steady hand, so I'll take that. When we get into the hairy stuff, we'll need you and your lightning-fast reflexes.
Thank you, Captain.
So, quality you said was +4?
Yep. That's your crew mod.
My dex
So
is, my dex is 3, so +7 all day. Yeah, shitty roll, 16.
That's not
Too
bad.
bad.
It's not bad.
under the cover of the wall-like emanation of the comets here, you're able to kind of roll up, and behind this comet, you pause, throwing up a hand, and just kind of peering around the corner as the ship is slowly taking more and more cover behind the comet. Check to make sure that it doesn't appear as though you've drawn any ire or eyes attention from the nearby ships. It does not seem to be the case. You feel, at least for the moment, hidden behind this comet, or this asteroid rather.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna whisper because I want to impress upon you that this is a stealthy operation. I don't think it's necessary though. So let them have everything up. Let's get that bomb out into space. Let's everybody get into position.
I'm already ahead of you.
Oh God, I see that. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
I think we're ready.
We're ready,
Okay.
Captain.
So, what do you guys do?
We put the beacon where it is. Hopefully they see it.
How do you, the beacon, that's the like cross area you've marked, Bolt?
Yeah.
How do you send it out that way? Because just keep in mind that every space is 30 feet.
Should.
My little fire boy.
So
Right.
he's gonna apparate and just carry it out there?
Yeah, if I can, yep. If you allow that, I want to do that.
Okay.
I can
Nice.
shoot it out if you want.
No,
Let's not get crazy.
I could throw it.
It needs to be controlled, so the fire spirit probably is the best idea.
I could throw the fire
Probably, yeah.
spirit.
With a wave of her hands, Emma summons her Wildfire Spirit. Can you give us a description of what it looks like, Emma?
he is a salamander. He looks very tired. He's like orange and lava-like. He's like a salamander fairy. And I really haven't thought like too much. You know, I haven't even asked his name yet because like I'm new to the spell and like we don't just yet. So it's a relationship in progress. And Jason, if you could like, I don't know, if you want to like RP him, whatever. He's a tired, grumpy salamander, but he apparently on my 9 is kind of like a thrill seeker, so he's crazy, I guess, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
He's like ill from the sound of it. He's tired and crazy.
Okay. All right, yeah, just think ill, but like fire. Tired.
It has that sleepy look in its eyes where one of its eyes slowly closes and the other one does it afterwards. But when the eyes open, they dart open wide with a bit of a eclectic look, a sparkle in its eyes.
He's crazy.
It seems a little off to some of you. Thunder, you have created this beacon. You hand it over to this little fiery salamander who clasps it in its hands. And with a point from your finger, Emma, your little crazy salamander baby, your wildfire spirit, begins to just fly away. I'm assuming
It just leaves forever.
Can it travel as far as it wants away from you?
So, it obeys my commands. In combat,
I mean, if it doesn't say, then I assume that it can just go wherever it wants.
It doesn't seem to say.
It
Okay.
doesn't say. It only lets you know how the teleport works with range, but everything else kind of.
Okay.
It's just there for an hour until it dies.
Say that probably
So
makes the-
it's kind of like a familiar then, in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does way more damage though.
Carrying this beacon in hand,
Don't call him a familiar though. He doesn't like that.
it begins to travel away. What's its fly speed? 20 feet?
It doesn't. Oh, speed 20 feet, fly 30.
Okay,
Hover.
so it can move normally by flying. Okay.
Oh, it's
Nice.
yeah.
You watch as the little salamander spirit that Emma has summoned begins to just float through the red tinged space of this area and gets about right here. Thunder, is your beacon going off this whole time? And it's making like a bright flickering. Is there any noise accompanying it, or just like a bright shiny flicker?
It's just think like a when you see a satellite out in orbit, it's just gonna be one of those buoys out in the water. You see when someone's like sunk, it's just gonna be a bright ass flash of light once per, I guess, round every 6 seconds, and
Sure.
it'll have a ping noise, like a blip blip kind of noise.
Now, as you were creating this, let me think here. What spell is this running off of?
It's one of the Artificer traits. They just infuse magic into the item.
And well, like, what item is this actually that you infuse it with?
It's the called it Orchilacrum that I got from a care package from the chat on the first session.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
It's basically it's a poisonous gas bomb grenade.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sick.
As it is being carried out there, just to mention, Thunder, if you're able to, so you can make it have whatever effect you want. This is like just a cosmetic effect.
Yeah, yeah.
So just to point out, if you wanted to, you do know, based off of the way that ships communicate with flags or the flashing of lights, and Crude could help you out, that you could technically make it flash in such a way that it was communicating something if you wanted to.
Ooh.
A basic word or message, similar to how Crude was using his signaling lantern to call it to you all.
If I could ask them for the word, or like SOS or help, whatever that is.
Quick, does anybody remember the SOS?
Crude lets you know the series of flashes and the intermediary periods of waiting to convey this message with a flickering light. And so as your salamander travels out, Emma, it is carrying with it this gas grenade that flickers in such a way that to any wild space ship, it comes across as a message of SOS or help. And I see your message there, Thunder. A minute passes by. 2 minutes pass by. We'll say that the way that your ship is angled, if you bolt or anyone else like runs to the very front of the ship, you can just make out the nearby mine spider, and you're able to see it begin to turn towards the direction of
It's working.
this flashing.
All right.
Working.
Curtain in 5, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, do the thing. Say the battle stations thing.
Battle stations thing.
Yeah, now we're
Nailed
talking.
it.
So, Thunder,
Sir,
it's a great idea you have with this grenade.
thank you, sir.
When it goes off without a hitch, I'll see you. Voted, I guess.
Thank you, sir.
It pulls up and stops about 30 feet out from your spirit, Emma.
Yes.
There is silence. You then hear the sound of what sounds like cannon fire.
Oh no! Can my little baby try to dodge that shit?
Let's see here. Hang on just a second.
Can it do its teleport?
I mean,
Just a little tiny teleport.
Does a 17 hit its AC?
Yes, it does.
Oh no.
He's so gonna hate me. I mean, he agreed to this. He wanted some excitement in his life. He's like, this is fine. It's fine.
He knew what he was getting into.
He did.
Wheel around the ship. Cut him off from the other one. Alpha strike. Let's go. Do the thing.
All right.
Do the thing. Right.
Even better idea. Yes, you're great idea.
Uh,
All right.
I
So
just
we're gonna
want to kill.
Go ahead and everyone roll me some initiative.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
he might be alive, Jason. How much did it hit him for?
Hang on, let me put you on here and then punch in your initiatives and then I'll let you know.
I don't know why it rolled twice. Sorry.
Cheater. Oh, there's a 1.
It's the one. It's initiative though.
Technically, initiative is a skill check.
What a turbo nerd. Again.
It's just not an ability. Fuck. Wait, I think I got it backwards. It's an ability check, but not a skill check. It's one of those. One of those.
Wow.
I felt it coming.
What a poser. Luke doesn't even play D&D.
Fuck you.
He doesn't even go here.
It's a skill check because I get jack of all trades on it.
There we go. Okay, I was right the first time then.
Yeah, you got it.
How much HP does your spirit have, Emma?
30.
Oh wow.
How much HP did it have?
Give it 29. Ooh. Oh.
You're able to see from this distance, sorry for hitting the mic, that you can see from the sparks and eruption around your spirit in the distance that it looks like it was struck by what sounds like cannon fire, although it still seems to be standing.
Oh, what a champion! Get him out of there! Get him out of there!
Yes! Yeah. I would want him, yeah. He has an initiative after me, so that's technically how that works if you want to.
All right, we'll roll him right underneath you then. We'll do yours at his at 21.
I'm 18.
Oh, then we'll do his
Wow,
at
are
17.
you confusing the halflings just because they're halflings?
Yep, I absolutely am.
It's kind of cringe, bro. Not gonna lie.
I absolutely am.
Hashtag all halflings.
Mm-mm. He's an old sandy halfling male, and I am a bright young red female.
Hey, look, Jake.
As that goes off, Bolt, you are up first.
Ah. Too far away from everything.
Just keep in mind, every space on this map is 30 feet. This is ship-to-ship combat now. A lot of distance in between you all.
Yeah. Can we move the ship? I mean...
Yeah, we're
yeah,
trying to get in behind him.
Emma right now has the wheel, so if she wants, she can move the ship.
Yeah, I would be doing what Bolt tells me to do, so I would move that ship as soon as possible behind that spider.
Yeah.
So if you guys want, I believe 5e rules, you can trade your turn and go to the bottom of the initiative, but allow Emma to go ahead and move the ship.
Oh, man.
I think rather than doing that, I'm just gonna hold an action on my turn.
Or, good idea. Similarly, you guys can prep some stuff for when you get in range.
There's
You guys have control of your ship now, so you just let me know where you take it.
Look at my...
The cannons only shoot like 180 degrees. They don't have a full 360, I'm assuming, do they?
They don't have a full 360, so you'll want to make sure with a movement of the ship, Emma, as you are controlling it, you have your speed is 20 times the highest level of your unexpended spell slot. with one
Oh.
90-degree turn if you so choose to use it.
So 3rd level times 20.
Mhm.
So let me get this. I have no idea. Okay, yeah, we can make it there, right?
Nice.
I cannot turn it. This isn't my first time. I mean, this is my first time flying a ship, but hold on. There we go.
Doing great, little champion.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be good.
And so was that technically my movement?
So we know where the ship is now. Because this is my first time too. I just want to make sure. You guys were placed about right here, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so every feet of movement is 30 feet. So 1, 2.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't using the measuring tool.
That's okay. It's a lot bigger. These squares count for a lot more space than the map above.
Okay, good to know. And I guess if that's all I can do, I want my familiar to fire at this ship.
All right. As a point of interest, let me see here. If anyone is proficient with vehicles, doesn't matter what, you can expend a spell slot while driving the ship to move it 40 times the level of the expended spell slot. So just keep that in mind.
That would be thunder.
Nice. Anyway, once Imma moves, I was holding an action to fire the ballista.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I don't think.
Before Wildfire Spirit goes, before your Newt goes, or Salamander rather, Bolt and any of you other guys, did you have held actions?
I was just gonna give bardic inspiration to whoever was on the cannon on this side.
Okay.
I just keep forgetting that I can just look. Thunder.
You're doing the cannon.
And that's it for me.
Okay. I'm gonna fire the ballista at the ship, just at the broadside. Just see what I can do.
Sure.
It's gonna be. Let's see. It's a firearm, right? Does this count as a firearm? Do I get proficiency for this?
This technically counts, I'll say, as a firearm.
Attack with 6 to hit.
Oh yeah, but depending what the weapon is, you may or may not have proficiency in it.
True.
I'll say technically this counts as a firearm.
Okay. So that's +3. And is there a governing abilities score? Or is it just proficiency plus the bonus?
Yeah, that's it.
Plus the D. Okay. In that case, it is going to be a 18 to hit with the ballista.
All right, you fire the ballista off. A large bolt shoots out and towards the mine spider ship and smashes into its side. Let me see here. Okay. You see it catch into the side of the ship. Go ahead and roll damage.
First blood. 14 damage.
Okay.
And that's all Il was holding his action for. It was to fire. So
You can see that the shot has. You can see from your distance where you're at, Il, that your shot has connected. However, it looks as though the damage you've done with this is superficial.
Oh, get the cannon. Get the cannons.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anything else?
I'm still done.
Okay. Wildfire Spirit.
Fuck him up, buddy. I believe in you. He cannot hear what Emma's saying, but he...
I'm assuming he's going to attack, right?
Yeah, he's gonna, let's see, ranged weapon attack with a +4.
He also has that grenade in his hands if he wanted to try and throw that.
Yeah. Can he? I mean, I already rolled for my attack.
Oh, well, he can just, yeah, you can just fire then, sure. What was the total for that?
7.
It pegs the ship and flames out harmlessly.
Okay.
It is, unfortunately, a massive ship compared to the small-sized little baby salamander. All right. It is the Neogi ship's turn. It's gonna flip. Actually, no. No, it's gonna stay where it is.
That's good.
Hang on, let me
Right?
make a roll here. Let me see if they
This is either good or bad. I don't know yet.
they fire and you hear another cannon blast go off.
Oh man, I hope Sal's okay.
He's not.
Oh no.
In the distance, you hear a.
But I mean, shouldn't we technically be hearing an explosion since he was holding a grenade?
You did hear something in the distance. It sounded like some type of gaseous explosion.
It's how he would have
Salamander.
wanted to know.
The salamander goes, "Fuck you."
Yeah, yeah. He finally opens up his eyes and smiles.
Just in time to die.
The ship then moves here, and you watch as it comes to a complete halt.
Huh.
Ironhide, you're up.
I think all Ironhide can do is hold attack or move actions because I've got nothing at range except this little pistol.
Okay. What do you want to hold? And what's the trigger?
Alright.
Nick, on the UA ship seas, there's a lot of stuff that you and I and Cogman can do. It calls out first mate, captain, and bosun a lot on the special officer action.
You recommend I use one of those instead?
Yeah. The one that I was gonna do, fire at will. If you just meander over to Thunder and tell him to fire at will, he gets advantage on
Whoa,
the next attack that he makes with the weapon that he's next to.
that's awesome.
It's a good idea, Dark Frontiersmen Captain. I'm gonna do it.
I'm yelling at you to go tell him to do something. He's closer to me.
Little champion, you keep driving the ship. I'm going over here.
Aye, Captain Mayor, Bosun, sir.
Pilot.
I have 40 move speed. I'm quick. Listen to me. Designation gunnery thunder.
Sir.
Permission to have orders to fire at will immediately. Now.
Acknowledged, sir. Weapons free.
That's what I like to hear. The pirate captain bosun champion. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. The other ship doesn't do anything.
That's good. That's
Cogman,
definitely
you're up.
good.
Oh, sorry. My turn?
Cogman's up. Or
Okay.
yes.
Am I?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see. I am not at the correct cannon to fire. So I'm looking at those I'm trying to pull up those officers.
They're all pretty good. So the other one that looked pretty good right now is that you can order a full speed ahead, which gives us bonus movement.
Oh, these are great.
There's a lot of cool stuff in here. I didn't wish we'd had opened it before we started combat.
I trying to let you guys know.
I guess I'll do. I'm still looking through it. I'll yell full speed ahead for Emma.
Nice. What benefit does that apply to her?
Roll a d6 and multiply the result by 5. Apply the total as bonus ship speed until the end of the ship's next turn.
Nice.
I get to roll the d6.
That's...
Sure. No, I'll say Cogman, because he's helping you out, just so that Kevin can roll some dice.
Three.
So 3 times 5, 15. We get an extra half a square of movement.
Better than none.
Yeah.
So the only thing about the full speed ahead is we can't use that and another ship movement bonus.
Oh, that's
Okay.
So
fine.
once per turn, and it will not double movement or anything like that.
That's fine. The extra squares, fine. That's great.
Because of the weird ruling on here, the way I have it set up, where every square is 30 feet, I'm just going to go ahead and make a quick roll here. If you guys can at least match 15 feet, I'll let that count rolling up to 1 space for 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
So if you can at least meet a 3 or higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Because otherwise, I just feel like you're getting fucked on this map where everything's 30 feet. So an extra square of movement, Emma, next time you move. Good job, Cogman. Thunder.
Question for the 9-pound cannon. It says ranged weapon attack plus 6 to hit. Is that what I'm supposed to use, or am I supposed to use my dex and modifier? Or proficiency, because I'm proficient with firearms.
If you have proficiency with firearms, you can add that along with a plus 6.
Oh.
Yeah. Same as me.
So keep
Double
in mind,
classes.
all of you are patrollers. That is part of your extra benefited background. You all are proficient with firearms.
Shit. We're all good.
Alright, I have advantage from Ironhide. Alright, rolling. 25.
Boof.
You're using the cannon on the side pointing at the ship.
Yes, sir.
You hear a loud blast from the cannon that Thunder is at. A cannonball fires out and smashes into the mine spider ship. Go ahead and give me a roll for the damage.
It says it's 4d10. I'm going to do the advanced roll, the 4 and the d10. If it doesn't work out, I'll just roll 4d10 separate. Alright. Looks good. 24 damage total.
Nice. This damage actually seems to dent and impact in the side of the Neogi mine spider, causing some damage from what you guys can see from this distance.
Nice.
Designation Ironhide. I brought the thunder.
Yeah.
You're my favorite.
If
Again.
if nothing else, Thunder, Bolt, you're up.
Do it again.
Whenever you're...
I am
Go ahead.
going to run, leap, and then I'm going to use my little roguish run to 1, 2, 4, 5, and then pat Ill on the back and say, I know you've been waiting for me to say it. Weapons free, bud. Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
You have advantage on your next shot with that weapon.
Just letting you know, doesn't seem to do much against the height of the ship. So I'm gonna aim for one of them eel spider things on the deck and see if I can't do some damage there.
Yeah, trick shots, man. You do. Oh, you got it. I trust you.
Okay? Like 20 feet, dude.
Yeah, oh god.
All right, take a breather, Pops.
Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Also, Thunder, don't forget you've still got my D6 so I get the Bardic's Inspiration.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Ill.
Do I see any, like, Neogi on the deck or otherwise, like, things I could target with a harpoon gun that wouldn't be, like, just the ship's broadside?
You, from this distance, are able to make out that on the primary deck, there is a Neogi stationed at a cannon pointed at you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to kill that guy.
that one.
Yeah, and I've got a good old fire at will from Pop, so I get advantage on this. Yes, Jason.
Yes.
Oh, that is really good. That's a 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
He's gonna take a. Yeah, I winged him for 8 damage.
All right. You fire off a shot, feeling pretty confident that it hit whoever was commandeering the cannon pointed your way. Anything else?
Nice.
Bill?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Emma.
I'm turning the ship. So 1, and then 2, 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And is that all I can do, or can I throw a fireball?
While you are spell jamming, you have to be focused
Gotcha.
by using magic into the wheel. However, you can cast anything that doesn't consume a spell slot.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
cantrips.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I got those. Firebolt. It's 120 feet.
Ooh, yeah.
It's certainly in range.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Before we figure out damage, go ahead and give me a D1000 roll, please.
Okay.
Oh, dang, that's also an unimpressive crit damage roll, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes, that's wait. Oh yeah, it is.
100.
Nice even number.
Is that a good boy card?
Not
No,
in
that's
the
a
weird.
Weird trigger.
Thanks, audience.
All right.
Well, I can nail my cantrips.
All Neogi within 1,000 feet explode.
Emma,
That's got to be one of
it's wasteful if I don't tell you this because you never figure it out. Emma, you feel this sensation welling within you, as if for however long you're in this area, you could climb like a spider. You have spider climb.
Ooh.
That's so thematic for what
I'm gonna
we're
test
doing.
this out. Yeah, I'm gonna test this out when it comes up.
Also, I think it's probably safe to say that you try to be aiming at the Neogi firing the cannon on the ship versus the ship itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Just everyone,
Finish
so
him
everyone knows there is a threshold to the ships. So unless you meet a certain threshold, your damage is superficial. So was that overall 16?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. You fire off one of your fire bolts as you wheel the ship over to this area, and it does seem to connect somewhere over on their ship. At this distance now, you can actually see it connect with the Neogi manning the cannon, and you hear and flare up in the distance as it seems to have caught some of its fur on fire.
But it's not dead?
Not dead.
Shit.
If only I had hit him better. Fuck.
Yeah. This is your
I
fault.
don't say that. I don't say that out loud.
This is still Ill's fault, I hope.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Okay, with that, it is the Mind Spider's turn. Mind Spider's going to stay where it is. And you hear as a cannon is fired.
Uh-oh.
This is fine. Maybe it'll miss.
It doesn't.
Let's see here. It's just aiming directly at your ship. All right. You hear the loud sound of an impact below you all on the top deck, and the crunching and flaring of shrapnel as the cannon is let loose, smashing into the side of your ship. For, let's see, 29 points of damage.
Is that a lot for the ship?
It was like a lot.
I can control the ship. What am I doing?
Okay.
Oh. There's no life points on the ship.
There is. Everything on your ship has different components, and each of them have their own separate health.
Okay,
The hull takes 250, has 250 hit points.
Okay,
We can take a few shots.
then I'm gonna put that in the green because there's, like, stat-wise, there's nothing on the ship. That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's fine.
You said 250, and we took 29.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
You
Okay, I
watch
guess that's
as the Neogi ship turns, angling itself, and you see the open back end of the ship. And as it turns to meet your gaze, you also are now able to eye the medium ballista that fires off a shot, this time towards the nearby cannon on your ship. The one that you are currently positioned at, Thunder. However, this may miss. Hang on just a second. Let me make sure and see. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Yes, that actually misses. The shot goes just a bit wide. You see this large obsidian rock just fly past the ship. You can hear the air whistling by as it just floats past you at an alarming rate, missing the cannon. It then begins to move.
I duck slightly.
10. Right here. It's going to turn on one more for its 90-degree full turn. Okay. Ironhide, you're up.
I don't like it. Listen to me. Do it again. Fire will immediately.
Okay.
Love it.
Ironhide issues a fire at will command of Thunder.
10 or 30, 60, 90.
Oh, shit.
You begin to see the other Neogi Mind Spider begin to approach you all. Cogman.
Considering I'm still, I don't have a cannon that can face the right direction, I will just let Emma know to continue, driving as well as she is currently. In other words, I am telling her to, full speed ahead.
You got it.
So, D6.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. You can safely move an extra 30 feet next round, Emma.
Excellent.
Thunder.
Should I fire now, sir?
Are you in range? Yeah, shoot. You got advantage.
What are you? I said immediately! Whoa! What are you doing? I'm not paying attention.
Does a 16 hit?
No, let me check. 16 just hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're still my
Fuck him up.
favorite.
23 points of damage.
You hear the crackling sound of a cannonball smashing into their ship after being fired out from the side of your own cannon that Thunder is using. For 23 points of damage, okay. Very nice. Anything else, Thunder?
Thank you, sir. Reloading.
Bolt.
That's it.
Hey, you sir, may I have another? I'm gonna yell at Bill to fucking kill that guy. Jesus Christ, what are you waiting on?
Yeah.
4, 5, and then I'm gonna say, Bosun, get down and repair all this damage. What are you doing?
Oh.
Give you one of these to do that. I think that's something you can do. If not, it's just flavor.
Let me double check here. Let me double check.
Oh, at the end of the day, you can repair.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you have some pretty grand magic, he's unfortunately going to need to spend some time fixing the massive hole in the side of your ship.
Bosun, looking good, man.
Ill.
Thank you, sir.
Here we go.
You're my
I'm gonna
favorite.
aim for that same Nyogi. And let's try it again. Hiya! Oh man, rolling hot tonight.
26.
18! Much better on the damage this time.
That connects.
That's all.
These are quick turns.
Oh, I'm
Is it
sorry.
tough son of
18 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. You fire off a shot. You're able to see that it connects with the Nyogi behind the cannon.
Oh, nice.
You can make a perception check to see if it's actually killed it or not. It's difficult to see from this distance.
Okay. 15.
You have downed the Nyogi behind the cannon.
Do I think that this ballista is like... I saw them aim their ballista at our cannon. Is that what I should be doing, I think? Like, could I potentially damage the cannons with the ballista rather than the hull? Or is it the same... Is it the same thing as trying to damage the hull?
Well, let's take a look here.
Or were they also firing at our crew behind the cannon?
The ballista was simply taking a shot at the cannon. Whereas
I guess I'm saying is that easier to damage than the hull of the ship?
I believe so. I believe it has a lower armor class. Let me make sure. The whole of your ship has an armor class, unfortunately, of only 15. The 9-pound cannon actually has a higher armor class, but you imagine that they're probably trying to disable your offensive capabilities.
Gotcha. I don't know. I kind of like shooting these eels. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm done.
Okay. Emma.
Oh, yeah. 6 movement speed. So, oh god. Technically, I don't know. It's hard to control. Hold on. Spelljamming. Oh, I'll fix it later. 1, 2.
30,
Is that
60.
Right?
Yep.
3.
90. There you go. You pull up right next to it. Yep. That's your full movement, and you pull up to see that Ill has in fact downed the nearby the Neogi that was manning the cannon. Although you now see another one on the other side manning that cannon, although it can't point towards you. And you actually see another Neogi beginning to climb out from the decks underneath onto the top of the ship. So there's two that you can see.
Can I aim at the one on the other cannon?
Yes, that would be within range.
Shit! Well, I guess I get to roll another D1000.
Oh, give me a D1000 roll, please.
Reverso fly.
743.
Spider legs.
Okay, nothing seems to happen.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm done.
But your firebolt unfortunately just misses the ship.
Yeah.
All right. It is the Neogi ship's turn. Another Neogi from below deck pushes aside the corpse of the one that was taken down by Ill and begins to man the cannon itself and prepares to fire, taking a shot at your own cannon.
Whoa. Surely pushing a corpse off the chair is an action.
Well, flavor. It crawls on top of the corpse, essentially.
Question: am I considered in the same space as the cannon?
No. Nope. You are all within range of any of their weapons. You have realized at this point they're not trying to hit you guys. They're specifically trying to attack your ship.
Gotcha.
The loud crackle of a cannon lets loose, and you're nearly thrown back thunder as your own cannon is smashed into by a cannonball from the others for 29 points of damage.
29 more points.
But that's not 29 more points to the hull, that's 29 points to the cannon, which is 45 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay, so I'm gonna have... So the cannon is 45. It's gonna be this one.
So 16 hit points on the cannon.
Okay.
On Thunder's side. I'm sorry, I need to come up with some separate bars for this stuff for you guys.
Thunder is red. Ill will be... Or Cogman? Cogman will be blue for the other cannon. Plus 45 out of 45.
It's also going to fire off one of its ballistas just to try and pot shot. It actually targets you, Thunder, and misses wildly.
I'm alright with that.
Ironhide, you're up. Ironhide?
So, listen to me.
That's 30 feet.
Listen, Thunder, buddy. You're my favorite. You know that.
Affirmative.
Don't mess this up.
Designation Ironhide. Perhaps you should fire the cannon at their cannon, and I will shatter theirs.
Move.
Or maybe the Busan should help try to repair the ship.
Move. I can't do that right now. I'm busy firing this gun. Move.
It's an into the action to repair.
Move.
Oh.
Are you moving?
I
Immediately move. That's
so
an order.
Fire.
Move.
I
I'm gonna
move.
fire the cannon. All right. Iron the cannon.
It's plus 9. D20 plus 9.
I'm the best. 18.
Are you targeting the ship itself, I'm assuming?
No, the gunner.
So you're targeting the Neogi who took over the position of the other dead one. Okay.
Yeah.
That hits.
4d10? Or is it 3?
Believe
That's
it's
4.
40-10.
If it's a cannon, yeah, it's 40-10.
Wham.
Whoa!
Goodbye.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Right.
You watch as like half of the body of the Neogi firing the cannon is just ripped to shreds. You hear in the
I should have been doing this
distance.
the whole time. Why did I tell you to do this? This is my job now. I'm the gunnery master, bosun, pirate, captain, mayor.
I would like to take a free action to raise my hand for a high five.
Oh, you'll get all the high fives because you're my favorite because you let me fire the gun. Here.
You see it pull its head up over the cannon. It somehow is still barely alive.
Not for long. If I have anything to say about it.
Anything else, Ironhide?
Free action, take my glasses off and stare him down.
Tiger eye.
The other
Better
ship
die if you know what's good for you.
continues to approach.
Die myself.
Cogman, you're up.
I guess. I'll let Emma have the extra speed if in case she needs it. 4 feet ahead.
Permission to ring the ship?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
An extra 25 feet if you need it.
So an extra space. All right.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Thunder's gonna stare down their other cannon for a minute. And a little purple glow's gonna come out of his hands, and you're gonna see a 10-foot circular sphered radius go around the cannon and cast Shatter,
Ooh.
gravity style.
Yeah.
It is a 15 con saving throw, and if it's metal or inorganic, it has disadvantage on the check. It takes half damage on a successful check.
That'll be half damage.
What?
Just give me that. 3d8.
Boo.
9.
9. Half of 9.
You watch the cannon on the other side. You targeting this one for the first time. It buckles a little bit under the weight of your shatter spell.
Would that affect the hull since it's a 10-foot radius and affects everything in it?
Yes. Does shatter affect creatures as well?
It sure does.
Everything.
What was
Yeah.
the DC?
Oh yeah, creature. It's a 15 con DC. Disadvantage on metal, crystal metal, and stone.
Well then, hey, let me roll again. Okay, the cannon still makes it. Those were high rolls. However, Neogi manning the cannon fails. Hull fails. You watch
Handle my light work.
as the cannon buckles a little. The Neogi nearly splattered in half by Ironhide. You just watch as it looks like this invisible force just pile drives the Neogi into the surface of the deck of the ship, and it just splatters across it dead. You watch as part of the ship, the nearby area of the hull that the cannon is sitting on also crunches down a bit, as if this invisible weight is pressed into it, damaging it some.
Bless.
Very good. Anything else?
Designation, you're my favorite.
Affirmative, sir. That's it.
All right, Bolt.
Can I hold the bonus action? Is that a thing?
I think you can only hold specifically an action.
Okay, I'm good with that.
I'll check after this, but that's the way I'll rule it here.
No worries. I am going to. So how are we counting distance? Because Is it just the ship being within 30 feet?
Yeah.
That we're all in
If you
30
can
feet?
hit the ship within 30 feet, everything on it is within 30 feet.
Okay. I am going to hit the ballista and the guy with it with fairy fire. It's a big radius, so I don't know how you exactly count that. It's 20-foot cube. They have to make a DC 14 dexterity save or be shrouded in a dim, let's call it blue light. And then every attack against it has advantage.
Yes.
Ballista succeeds. Nyogi firing it fails.
Oh, inanimate objects get disadvantage on dex saves, right?
Inanimate objects don't make saves.
I was just about to say, that doesn't seem right, though.
Yeah, I mean, it seems really weird.
Like, it doesn't seem like they would make a save at all, because they're not.
That's what Luke was just saying.
But Shatter also targets things that are inanimate and still requires a save.
Yep.
So
for constructs and stuff, they have to save. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
inanimate objects don't get saves.
That makes sense.
If that's the rule we're playing by, I'll go with it.
It's your game. I
No.
mean, I'm not 100% certain myself.
We'll go with that for now. Just remember that does go both ways. But yeah, no, I'm cool with that. Then in that case, the ballista fails, and the Nyogi, he did make his save and failed.
Alright. They're outlined, and you have advantage against them.
There is a bright
Sick.
glow coming from that area.
Yeah,
Anything else,
that's my
Paul?
bad. It was advantage for creatures that are made of metal, inorganic, crystal, and the such have disadvantage. It just
Yeah.
says non-magical items take the damage.
That's okay. That's fine. No worries. It makes sense that, an inanimate object, it's not like the cannon can try and roll out of the way or anything. So, Bolt. Or, I'm sorry, Ill. Anything else,
Before-
Bolt?
Yeah. Ill, are you going to keep firing that ballista, or are you done there?
How successful was your fairy fire?
100%.
I will continue firing the ballista then.
Okay.
Roger that.
I ain't gonna waste a grenade when we got a nice homing beacon on him.
Alright. So I just wanted to use my movement to get back towards Ill. And that'll be
Ill.
I'm gonna try to hit just the cannon with the ballista, see how that goes, because that's covered in fairy fire right now too, right?
the opposing ballista and the guy firing it are.
Oh.
Shatter was on the cannon.
Oh, okay. Then I'll target the ballista with my ballista then.
Sure.
Oh, thank God for that advantage. It's a 25 with the advantage.
Oh, that'll hit all day.
Hit.
Thank you, Pops. 14.
Nice. Let me check here. Take a quick look. Let's pull this
Small
up.
ballista has 30 hit points.
It is true. Theirs is not a small ballista though.
Oh no!
Medium.
Ruh-roh. Okay, let me see. Alright. There's, at this distance now that you're able to see it, looks relatively sizable.
Uh-oh.
But that wasn't bad damage. So it's going to be that much. Okay. You fire off a shot and hear the splintering of wood as a shot connects with their ballista, nearly catching the Nyogi firing it. Anything else?
Nice.
Ill.
Nope. Every turn's gonna be me just knocking that bolt and firing it.
The crew is right there next to you, providing you more each time you go to fire. Emma, you're up.
Campbell, how close do you want me to get to this ship? Do you want me to ram it?
It's close enough that we can get Cogman involved. Yeah, let's get in there.
Okie dokie.
Ramming speed!
I don't know how to turn the ship where it doesn't look crazy. Okay, there we go.
Awesome.
And I also cast, you guessed it, Firebolt at the guy that I'll get advantage on.
Did you ram the ship into the other one?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Emma, taking the wheel, begins to angle the predator.
Blaze of glory!
As she screams that the ship headed towards the back end of the Neyts mine spider begins to plow into the backside. You hear the crunching of metal and wood as debris flies up and your ship connects and crashes into the other one. I need you to please make me a 16d10 roll to see how much damage you do to the other ship.
Wow.
Oh,
62, okay, hang on just a
I
second.
like everything that's happening right now.
Hang on, let me mark that down. So that's
Wait,
gonna
fuck,
go...
I'm on the front of the ship! Ah!
Blaze of glory.
And then I also need you to make me a 16d10 to see how much damage your ship takes.
I don't want to make this one. Okay.
oh no.
The crunching of wood is reels in everyone's ears as the ship smashes into the other one. You all brace for impact, holding on to whatever you can. You're all nearly thrown against the deck as the ship smashes into the other one. 95 points of bludgeoning damage to the main ship.
Blaze of glory!
I cannot believe that's what I
It's awesome.
Bosun, you big hammer!
You hear screeches and chitters coming from within the darkness of the Neyts mine spider.
Please fix
Can
the
I-
ship.
Can I still... Yeah, Emma's excitement turns to horror, and can I, like... Can I still aim my firebolt?
You can aim a firebolt. You look down to look and see where the ballista is that had the Neyts manning it, and it's no longer visible because the entire front end of your ship is covering that area.
Okay, I'll shoot into the darkness where I hear some kind of shittering. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta do something good. I
cast firebolt into the darkness.
I cast fireball to the darkness.
White billowy thing that's above us.
It doesn't work anyway.
You point
I
a finger
lean
and
down under the wheel, and I'm done.
I was gonna say, we got flavor for that. Bolt spins around and just looks at you, and you just kind of misfire it.
As Fairy Fire, you have advantage at ramming the ship into another.
I love everything that's happening.
It's amazing.
I mean, we didn't spend 3.5 years on these characters. Blow the walkers up.
Blaze of glory.
how is this gonna work? Let's see.
And the next time, light our ship on fire, then run it into theirs.
I was gonna do this a certain way, but this has changed things. Out from the darkness, using their full movement, you hear the shifting and scuttle of steps and crawling up onto your ship, since the two are practically entwined at this moment, is 2 Neyts and a large insect-like creature who climbs up as well. They look to each of you and sneer.
Huh.
Hang on.
Well,
Adding them to the initiative now.
Oh,
Kevin, you okay?
I just saw what you added to the initiative.
It's fine. Just don't look at him.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Designation Ironhide. Use the cannon on them.
On the big bug one.
We'll leave them at last. However, let me double check really quick here with you-know-who to see...
Goo. What? Just kidding.
I'm logging off, everybody. Good night.
Goo.
Okay. Those creatures crawl onto the ship. There is still a cannoneer firing from the cannon on top of their ship. Because you guys are largely still on that side of the ship, the cannon on their opposite side can't hit you. This one fires off a shot, and despite being so close, still wildly misses, probably just from the sheer shock of this crazy-ass ship just smashing into their own, surprising them. They are done. Ironhide, you're up. As you pull yourself up to your feet, probably throwing out a hand for some of the crewmates pulling themselves and dusting themselves off, you see a number of creatures begin to pull themselves up onto your ship.
It's this thing and then the little Neogi, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
You are within 30 feet of this large Hulk-like creature. Perhaps some creature from the Umber.
It's not bigger
Chase.
than me.
I need you to
Doesn't
please
matter.
make me a charisma saving throw.
Most charismatic guy of all time.
Oh no.
You have. Remember, I gave you a D6
You give me a D6.
that you can use
And-
after you see your roll, but before you know the result. So
Yes, I can.
I'll post it again so you can see your roll.
Thank you. I'm going to use my inspiration card. Top of it. Want to gain advantage and then
Not a bad idea.
gain temporary hit points.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
My two choices. So you said a
Charisma saving
charisma save. It's
Yeah.
going to be at a 0.
throw. Uh-oh.
Ah. Oh.
Plus a D6.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't. It's
I
probably
would.
not 10.
Alright,
Save
it's
it
not
for the
gonna work.
next one.
Okay, and then I want to roll a D20 for that plus 8 temporary hit points.
Sure.
I get them.
Nice.
Sweet. Will you go
You can
ahead
end-
and... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, whenever you're ready, Ironhide, please roll me a D8.
Rolling. 2.
Right now.
As you lock eyes with this large insect-like hulking creature, Ironhide, there is something within its insect-like eyes that draws you in, some strange glimmer that confuses you. Your mind seems swayed and confused by the look. Everything around you begins to blur a little bit. Everyone else watches as Ironhide just stands there, unable to do anything.
Gonna be flexing for no reason.
Alright.
Meanwhile, the other ship, 30, 60, 90. Cogman.
Listen, I'm just saying that this is the logical conclusion of Emma being on the wheel. I feel like it was only a matter of time.
Look, I love it.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Cogman, will you please make me a charisma saving throw?
If I have to.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's not a saving throw. That's a saving throw. 20.
Very nice. Let me take a look here. There is something about the scintillating nature of this large creature's eyes that almost throws you off, Cogman, but you remember you are not of the fleshy, organic nature. Those weaknesses will not affect you this time. You are unfazed. Go ahead and go.
Okay. I first mentioned that, and like, be careful with that large bug creature. Looking at it makes you... It does something to you. I will...
He was moving. He was running up the stairs.
I will attack.
All right.
The Umberfolk.
Sure. You step up the stairs, pulling out your sword cane.
Yes.
And make a stab. Go ahead and give me the attack roll.
Isaac, come on.
Roll 20. Hello. Nice. That is definitely going to hit.
And I don't have sneak attack, obviously, so just this, I guess it works. 7 damage.
Sure. You handily stab into the creature.
And I will use my cunning action to take the... Can I take the hide action being next to it? How does that work? I'm sorry, I'm not used to being a rogue. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta have something to try and at least like hide behind, and being right adjacent to it, that would be very difficult as well.
Yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna use my cunning action to disengage and move back from it.
Sure.
That will be my turn.
Okay. Thunder. There are enemies who have pervaded the ship.
Correct.
Invaded, not pervaded.
It depends on how far they go.
They've perverted my ship.
They've perverted Ironhide, that's for sure.
I don't like it.
Well, he's thinking both of the things my fairy fire were on are dead, right?
You cannot even see them. Your ship is covering them. If they are alive, they're not in good shape, you have to imagine.
I hit them with the ballista, but didn't kill either of them. During my turn, before we crashed into them.
Because I have concentration up on it. If they are dead, then I would have lost it.
So if the targets are gone, your spell wears off?
Yeah.
Okay, you look at your hand, it's no longer glowing. They were fucking cream.
Nice. Hey, high five, Emma, you took him out.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You hear the clinking and clattering of wood in the distance. Thunder, what are you doing? Hey, make a charisma saving throw. That's what you should do.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the charisma saving throw have magic in the effect?
Nope, this is a natural racial thing.
Abilities. He's got abilities.
Well, at least I still have inspiration.
Well, remember, you gotta choose to spend it first, right?
Oh, I mean, from a bardic inspiration. My apologies. I haven't used the d6 he gave me. All right, I'll just take the roll and add the d6 if I need it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can choose after.
Oh!
Nice.
I choose not to.
Punch him.
Similar to what Cogman pointed out, there is some strange, almost hypnotic effect to the eyes of that large creature up there, but you're able to shift your metallic head back and forth and push it out of your mind. You are able to go freely now.
May I turn the cannon to fire at it?
You, without turning it, know that it wouldn't be able to hit anything on the deck of the ship.
Crap.
It's like latched in place.
It's fine, just run up to his face.
That is by design.
Engaging target. I'm gonna run up and punch the crap out of him. I'm praying.
Go ahead and run up to him first.
Oh, I didn't even see the one. I was looking at the top. I was like, where? I didn't even see the top map up here. I thought we were just doing Theater of the Mind from up here.
Nope. This is why I have both, because I knew you guys would do some weird, wacky shit, and now they're a ship on ship.
You know, that was a good call, Jason.
Literal.
That was a good call.
Why would you ever think that of us?
Nothing weird or wild ever happens here.
Ooh. Alright, first attack. Does a 17 hit?
It catches the side of its chitinous armor, but bounces off. Misses.
What the hell? Alright, second attack.
That hits.
Alright, awesome.
You smash into it with a hearty fist.
That's a 2 + 4, that's 6 thunder damage, and it has disadvantage on all attacks against everything except for me.
Nice. A bolt of thunderous electricity powers through your fist into the creature as it jitters where you've struck into its chest. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, very good, very good. The Neogi's turns. This one's going to stay where it is, and it is going to kind of use this large creature in front of it as cover. It looks over at Crude for a second and then just keeps turning towards you, Thunder. It points one of its spider-like legs your way. There's almost another strange sensation in your mind. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh.
And I assume that's a natural ability as well.
That's correct.
Ugh. Thank God I still have that D6 ready.
Oh, you don't
Never
fucking
mind.
need it, baby.
That's a 19 total.
There's some strange pervading sense that it was trying to get into your mind, but you're able to shift it off as you kind of pull back. This one's going to move here and size up its targets. Ironhide, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
I'm so wise.
Got
This
that
is
thing.
funny.
Oh, so wise. So wise.
Nice. You are way too busy being drawn in by the strange, confusing eyes of the Hulk-like creature to be enslaved by the Neogi behind you.
Huh. Wonder why Jason said that.
Crude says, if it's all the same to you guys, I suppose I should probably maybe not stand in the middle of all of this?
Unless you help.
You do you.
But if you can't do that, I would recommend getting out of the way.
Crude slips through the railings here, just literally like pushing through his amoeba-like form. He slips down to the doors down here and then slides underneath the ship.
It's like that Terminator scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's
Boy.
see. Lurin's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. His brother's going to stay where he is. Porg is going to stay where he is. Let's make a quick check, actually.
Take that can, Porg, and shoot the shit out of that giant Umber Hulk.
Just
Porg.
kidding. These two are going to stay
Do the
right where they are.
ballistas-
They
do
seem
the ballistas inwards?
They seem mesmerized by the creature's eyes.
Oh, no.
Fucking...
Well, they're red shirts. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's what they were born for.
Don't arrow over here, Jason. You stay over there in your own spot.
There's a glaze over Briarburn's eyes as well.
No. No.
With that, it rolls back up. It rolls back up to the top. Bolt, you're up.
Alright. So, Bolt turns around and looks at this ugly son of a bitch that's up there. He says, "Holy son, were you born that ugly or do you go to ugly school? Jesus Christ, John, you look like shit drug waste I've produced in a year, stood up erect and walking down Main Street." I cast vicious mockery on the big ugly.
Okay. Could it have been anything else?
That's pretty good.
Which one?
On the Umberhold.
Big Daddy.
The big
okay.
ugly one.
Right. He's gonna make a whiz save. Passes.
Fuck you. And then I walk over here, and then I point at this guy and said, "And would somebody fucking squish this bug?" Whoever makes an attack on that has advantage.
Nice.
Using the help action to attack this guy.
Cogman. Because Cogman will get sneak attack if that
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Anything else, Bolt?
Then I will cowardly sneak behind the mast.
All right. Are you attempting to hide back there, Bolt?
No, I've used all my actions. That was a flavorful sneak.
Gotcha. Okay. Ill, you're up.
It's not cowardly, it's self-preservation. So anyway, Ill takes out 2 guns and starts blasting at this guy.
I started blasting.
Yes.
He takes out his Uzi and unleashes a bunch of incendiary rounds at this fella with 11 to hit, 24 to hit, and 13 to hit.
Middle one will hit, other 2 miss.
Holy shit. Talk about, you got any more of them fairy fires, Pops? Because holy shit. What a garbage use of spells. Okay, well he takes 10 fire damage. That's really disappointing.
He watches some of the pieces of the beetle-like body catches a flame from your shots.
No, that's one of my level 2 spells for 10 damage. Anyway, I get a bonus action though, and I'm gonna take out the executive and try to pop one between those ugly eyes of his.
It's called the executive.
Yeah, his magnum, the executive. It's 22. That's a much better roll. 22 to hit, 9 force damage, and he can't be pushed away really. But if he could, he would be pushed 5 feet away.
Still aiming at Hulky?
Oh yeah, still.
Okay. He kind of smashes into the spider baby behind him, so he's not able to be pushed back. But he does take the damage.
Yeah, figured. And I retreat, and that's it.
Okay.
Scorching Ray, son of a bitch. 3 and a 5. Ugh.
Emma, you are up. You have smashed the ship head first into a Neogi mine spider.
And do I see, I'm sorry, are any of my teammates, like, aside from the red shirts, like, mesmerized by this thing at this time?
I think we're all...
Before you try to figure that out, please give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
And if I'm not looking at him?
You can hide. Now that it's been pointed out, you can avert your eyes. That's correct.
I was gonna say, well, can we get like advantage maybe on that since I pointed it out?
You can. It's a mechanic that you can avert your eyes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Because I don't technically... yeah, I can't see it with a will. I don't want to be looking at him. I want to be looking right over here, where Sal is once again going to make an appearance. And this time, because he's going to be 10 feet closer to... Hold on. I want him to appear...
Bailey, you have a +1 if you need it from chat.
Thank you, thank you. I want him to appear right here. And when he appears... well... I don't know what D20 is doing. Hold on, I'm sorry, everyone. He emits flame everywhere when he appears. And there's people in his surroundings within 10 feet.
Get that.
Improvement. Come on. I'm sorry, everyone. There we go. Okay. All right. So, okay, here it is. The spirit appears in an unoccupied space of my choice, and that is within 30 feet of me, I believe. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, it is. And each creature within 10 feet of the spirit, other than me, must make a dexterity saving throw against my DC, which is 14.
Okay. As your fire salamander appears, a burst of flickering flame surrounds it like a vortex as it apparates in that space. The Neogi nearby makes its dex check and fails. The large Umber Hulk-like creature makes its check and fails.
Nice.
They both take
Creatures within how many feet of it?
10.
Okay, so Thunder safe then.
Yeah, I made sure he was safe. I'm
Okay.
gonna hit my friend.
Oh, this guy is close enough though.
He rolled, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, say he's right there.
What?
We'll say he's right there, one space over, so Thunder's not in range. 9 wildfire to both of these guys.
Yes.
All right. You watch as the flickering flames summoned by your Wildfire Spirit catches the two creatures on fire. The Umber Hulk already trying to brush off some of the flames from the shots from Ill on the other side of the ship. All right. You have your creature, Emma. What else do you want to do?
That's all I can do. That was my spell.
All right. Which means that this thing goes right underneath you, correct?
Yes.
All right. It is the Wildfire Spirit's turn then. You have full control over it.
Oh, me. Okay, so he's going. 1, 2, 4. Shit. 5. I'll move right here for now. And he'll aim at the...
Before it moves over there, can we have it roll a charisma save?
Sure. Sorry. So clunky. Okay, here we go. I guess that was a 2. Okay, that was a 9. Again.
Okay. So it appears in this space as its fire emanates. However, it is drawn in by the eyes of the Hulk-like creature. Give me a D8 roll.
Is this a charm effect at all?
This is technically a charmed effect. That's right. Actually, let me make sure and see if that actual word is in here, because I don't think it is. No, this is not a charmed effect.
Dang.
Okay. Okay.
So let's...
Then I guess as long as it's not charmed, frightened, grappled, prone, or restrained, it fails.
Okay. Give me a D8 roll then.
3.
You wait for your salamander to begin moving so it can attack Emma, but watch, and it seems as though its vision is pulled almost entrance-like towards the creature next to it.
Okie dokie.
It doesn't do anything. Okay. With that, it is the Neogi ship's turn.
How's that ship doing?
It's seen better days. But it's gonna turn.
So is ours.
It's gonna turn and fire on your ship. Hang on just a second. It hits. It's just firing at what looks like the hull of your ship. It takes another 12 points of damage from the nearby cannon. So you can go ahead and mark that on there. Bay. Another 12 points of damage to the hull of the ship.
So,
Ironhide. You now have been made aware as you begin to snap out of your daze that there's something strange with the eyes of this creature. You can attempt to avert your eyes. That'll make it difficult to attack it if you try to target it. Otherwise, you can try to look again and see if you can withstand its gaze. What do you want to do?
I don't have to look at anything because I'm mad. I want a bonus action rage immediately.
Nice.
And you're choosing to avert your eyes?
Yes.
Okay, I only asked
putting my glasses on. I don't ever want to take these off again.
All right. You avert your eyes. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm mad at it. Somebody start talking. Who's around what?
You're right. The big thing's right in front of you.
Right up the stairs.
The stairs, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's stairs there too.
Good luck.
You could climb up there, a big fella like yourself, huh? Like in this empty space right here, for example, just as a crazy example.
I can't see with those on. Yeah, I'm trying to think. How would I get? I don't think I could get in melee range of it.
You can move past Thunder. You can move through your ally squares.
I can move through Thunder and it's okay.
Yeah. As long as you don't like stop and sit on top of them, you can move through their squares.
Unless you literally are on his shoulders.
But you could like move here. You can attempt to move in this space. Well, it's probably a safer idea to move here, and that wouldn't occur any attacks of opportunity. But because you're averting your eyes, it'd be a little bit more difficult hitting this thing if you're trying to smash it. But you are raging, so that's good.
I'm raging. Listen, designation move.
You hear the clambering of steps. Thunder as Ironhide pushes past you, maul in hand.
And then going to I want to use reckless attack for my first attack.
Yes. Reckless attack.
And just give the biggest uppercut swing I can possibly do.
Okay, you're not looking at it. That would normally occur disadvantage, but I'm pretty sure reckless attack gives you advantage. That'll cancel out, so just a normal roll. You know it's in this big area in front of you, and you just swing wide.
27 versus AC.
Oh, that hits.
10 bludgeoning.
You smash. You hear the crack as you smash into the thing in front of you as you kind of just continue to avert your eyes.
Strength score.
My strength score is +4. Oh, +2 melee damage or strength weapons.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, you should be adding another 2 onto that because you're raging.
Okay. I have to figure out how to add that in on my thing. Okay, so 12 bludgeon. Thanks, guys. And then I get a second attack. Melee's hard. This is a disadvantage, though.
You can reckless attack again. There's no limit to how many times you can reckless attack.
Excellent.
Did I read it wrong?
Have rage will travel, man.
First attack on your turn, you could decide to attack recklessly, give me advantage on melee. Oh, during your turn. That's all the attacks during my turn. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Nice.
Do it again. Home run.
Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Similar to how
Versus AC.
Emma smashed the ship into the other ship. Now Ironhide flexing. You see the bulging veins as he just swings wildly. A 17 just misses.
Oh.
You hate to see it.
Oh my god.
I think I was gonna say I think 18 hit.
Oh, we're so fucking dead.
Yeah. Blaze of glory.
Blaze of glory!
Glory Blaze!
You said these were gonna be short campaigns.
Yeah.
Oh, how true that may be.
That's what I got.
That's fine. Very good. Smashed it with the first attack at least. The second one sounded like it whiffed from the fact that you didn't hear any contact. 30, 60, 90. Hang on just a second. It's going to do one of these. Let's just see really quickly how far these things go. Oh yeah, this one's gonna fire at you guys. You hear from the distance a crackling sound of a cannon being fired. That's actually gonna miss though. Misses your ship.
That's good.
Cogman, you're up.
Alright. So
Remember, you've got advantage on this guy. Or the next attack has advantage on this guy.
remembering Bolt calling out, it's like, you can't escape my gaze. Why am I not? Oh, I'm on the wrong tool. Sorry. There we go. Attack with my rapier.
Chainsaw.
Oh my god.
At advantage.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need to roll again.
Show me that advantage.
There it is.
Hit.
23 to hit.
You stab this thing in the neck.
Can I choose to not do the sneak attack since I'm stronger when I didn't this time? Or no, that's a plus. Is it 8 plus the 5?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
bonus damage.
yeah. So 13.
So, yeah.
You stab it in the neck with your sword cane as blood squirts out. What else you got? Unless you guys tell me, auto assuming you're averting your eyes when near the Umber Hulk.
Yep. But yeah, I'm not gonna look that way, so I'm just gonna use my cunning action to go ahead and disengage and jump back.
It throws a spider leg out, but it catches onto the wood deck and scrapes by as you quickly shift out of the way.
You'll have to be faster than that.
All right.
I'm done.
Thunder.
A question: if we pass the save, do we have to pass it every time for the Umber Hulk?
If
Or
you
is it
look
just
at
once?
it, yes. If you're averting your eyes at the very beginning of your turn, no, you don't. But you have to make that decision at the beginning of every turn. This is not a save ends. This is, I have crazy eyes, don't look at it.
looking down, I ask, I holler, Captain, designate target.
What you're standing next to is probably good.
He's right in front of ya.
Yeah, let's take out the big one.
Hunk of scrap.
Alright, I'm gonna attack it then.
Averting your eyes, I'm assuming?
That would give me disadvantage, yes?
Yes.
Poor boy's got organics in him. It's not his fault.
You can either look or not.
I'll look. I'd rather hit it because I need it to hit it so it doesn't kill everyone
Give
else.
me a charisma saving throw.
I will use my card to give me advantage.
Okay.
Oh, it's in the weird. Son of a bitch.
That's fine. That's a save.
That's a natural 20.
No,
That's
it's
fine.
charmed by you.
You pull yourself away from the alluring gaze of the creature, but you're now able to lock eyes and strike it hard. Hopefully.
First attack.
That one goes wide and misses.
Second attempt. That's the same thing.
Yep.
That's absolutely nothing.
It dodges to the left, to the right as your fists go from side to side.
Well, that's it.
Okay.
Got any bonus actions?
None that would benefit me. I already have my shield up. That's my bonus actions to recharge my shield if I want.
Huh. There are worse things than not needed to recharge a shield.
That's true.
This thing begins crawling up to you, Ironhide, and attempts to bite you, this nasty Neogi thing. It wants to take a chunk out of your flesh. It rolls a natural 20.
Ooh,
Oh no.
in the weird. The weird affects it also, right?
No.
Ouch.
Okay, so hang on. Let me see here. All right, let's see. It's gonna be you take 6 piercing damage and an additional 11 poison damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh, he's good at that. He's a fucking
I'm good at
barbarian.
that. I believe I have resistance to poison as well. I think I have resistance to everything except psychic when I'm raging, so
Oh, okay.
let's round it up. Then you said Constitution?
Con saving throw, yep.
Con save.
If you can be, because I don't know how raging works with that, but it didn't pass, so you are poisoned for 1 minute.
But he
Advantage on saving throws, not attacks.
Okay. It bites down, clamping down onto your arm, one of your arms holding them all, and you feel this disgusting, searing poison enter into your veins. You're poisoned for the next minute. You can still make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns to get rid of it. However, before it ends its turn, I need you to give me a d6 roll, please.
Okay.
And we'll get close to wrapping this up here.
It's 2.
It, instead of biting into your arm, has bitten badly into your torso. Please mark down that you have 1 torso injury and disadvantage on strength, ability checks, and saves because of it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's trying to get at your Debbies.
Now I'm at normal strength because
This one is going to shift right here. Actually, no, it's going to stay right there. It's going to climb up here and attempt to bite at you, Bolt. It launches a nasty bite your way for 23 versus AC.
Oh, miss. No, just kidding.
It bites hard into your shoulder for 5 points of piercing damage and an additional 16 points of poison damage, and I need a con saving throw.
Shrug it off, Pop.
Christ. I'm gonna attempt to do exactly that. Con is a +1. Nice. +1 at advantage. Hey-ya. 10 at advantage.
You are poisoned for the next minute as a searing feeling of poison begins to course through your veins from its bite. It is the Umber Hulk's turn, or that big Umber-like, Hulk-like creature.
I deal 2d6 damage to it. Fuck it.
All right. Roll your damage.
Eat a fat 7 cold damage, motherfucker.
Every bit helps.
More damage than I dealt with my goddamn 2nd level spell.
It got hit by something from you, Bolt, right? Your Vicious Mockery gives it disadvantage on its attacks.
What? Who did what? Sorry, I was reading something else.
You did some type of Vicious Mockery against the Umber Hulk, give it disadvantage on attacks? Is that what you did?
Yeah, but it passed.
Okay. All right. It's gonna swing to at you, Ironhide, with a claw. I'm showing the camera. Natural 20.
No. Oh, come on!
Ouch.
This is going sideways fast, y'all.
It slashes into you for 16 slashing damage. And please give me a d6 roll.
I think I have resistance. It is 1 on the d6.
It catches, tearing deeply into your head. You have now 1 head injury, giving you disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma ability checks. Just keep that in mind. It's in the rules if you need to take a look at it. This nasty bad boy attempts to claw you again. This one is 15 versus AC.
I have 14 AC.
Damn.
Yikes.
It claws into you. Are you raging right now?
I am raging.
I get advantage.
You do get advantage on
If
attack.
you're recklessly attacking.
Reckless attack.
That's reckless. Yeah, that's reckless attack.
Not reach.
But
Right. No, but I reckless attack, meaning everything against me until I go again.
yeah,
Has
gets advantage because
With
he's
advantage
like
until my next turn.
he's
so.
like opened up to be attacked. Well, I was just fishing for crits. It's evil of me, but I was doing it.
Okay. It's part of the game.
It slashes into you for another 10 slashing damage. And then the next one, both of them were just 16s without the bonus, so that's going to hit. One more claw into you for not as much this time, 7 slashing damage. It just, with a relentless series of claw attacks, just tears into Ironhide. The rest of the crew looks on in bewilderment. Latch kind of shifts over here, out of the way. Porg kind of just hides behind you, Cogman. Lurin shifts back next to you, Ill. Okay. So, my question is, are we done or are we going one more round? It's up to you guys. I'm fine if we're done. Just let me know.
We're done.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. let's go ahead and call it here. You guys are in the midst of some combat going on. Emma has rammed the ship into another one. There is some literal ship-on-ship combat. You guys are just taking turns fighting what's on board, but unfortunately, another Neogi ship is beginning to approach from the southern area, coming from this graveyard of ships. Will you guys survive? What will happen next time? We'll just have to find out next time on Dark Frontier. Well, ship combat is very complex.
Yeah.
But hopefully fun, right?
So
How do we understand it? Yeah.
you guys get the characters for the campaigns rolled up yet?
Yeah, actually.
I fully support ramming the ship 100%, by the way.
I have a plan.
Does it involve the other ship that's creeping up behind us?
Yes, it does. It's a good plan. Pretty sure.
That's all I need to hear. Let's go.
Poor crew.
Better than what we're doing now, I'm sure.
I don't want to spoil it for next week though. Are we offline?
Okay, I'll do my spiel. Thank you everybody for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you everybody in the chat, and thank you Ashley for stopping by in the bits. That was very nice of you. Thank you Alan Chowders for the hosting. That was nice of you. Hey, thank you Kevin for the resub. Thank you. I'm assuming it's Carl. This is a long name. I'm just gonna say Carl. Thank you for following. That was nice of you. Carlito! Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And to any lurkers who stopped by, remember you guys are building up points to do fun stuff like Anna did this whole entire session where she bought the weird and summoned that, which made for some weird and wacky shit go on. Nothing too crazy, luckily, but definitely some strange things happening. Some fun cosmetic stuff with Cogman shining brightly and some other stuff. So thank you guys for joining me. If you missed any of this episode, you can catch it on all of the VODs. We have all episodes both on our Twitch and our YouTube. If that's a little more accessible, it tends to be for most people. That's at GAWD_mode. And keep an eye out on the social too, on Twitter. And we're doing that giveaway over there. You can get a $10 digital gift card to either Steam or the DMs Guild. So go check that out. Enter. All you gotta do is follow, retweet, and like the post. So yes, thank you everybody. We will be back next week for more Dark Frontier, where we'll wrap this up. I legitimately have no idea what's going to happen. As usual, I set some different plans up and said, I think this is the likeliest route they'll go, and that was dashed against the rocks as usual. At this point, I don't even know why I just assume these things in my head anymore. But thank you everybody for hanging out. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Thank you so much for joining. We'll be back next time. Goodbye, everybody.